All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the Atlanta Falcons.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 47-yard line.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They run. Devontae Freeman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Fitzgerald. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Let's go!
On first down, Penn, and some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain too.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Second down, Murray sets to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Check 26, check 26.
on 1st and 10. Here's Murray. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Murray now. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
And it's 3rd down.
Quick training, 45 to Mike, 45 to Mike. Down to lose 1. 45 to Mike.
Murray with a 3rd and long. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Back to throw. Fitzgerald. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Julio Jones. His first touchdown of the new season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Parkey adds the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The tackle made there by Tack McKinley. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Throwing on second down, Murray, and now he'll tuck it and run. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Let's go. Hey, come on. Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Hustle, hustle. 45, 45, 45. Check, right.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Looking for his tight end read, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Brian Bobby Calhoun. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
And he lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The first down run got here's 2nd and 5. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Jordan Reed has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be an Arizona 1st down on a gain of 17. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here I come. Check 43. Let's go. Bravo. Off.
Murray now on 1st down. This one complete to Christian Kirk. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal 1st down. Murray now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. First down, Murray looking long for his tight end read, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Now, a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Trey Hendrickson in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. Showed a good move, but quickly corralled just beyond the 10-yard line. Give him 3 yards on the run. Now they'll need to draw up something good here on 3rd and 13.
Brings up 3rd and 13.
Ready? To Mike. 58 to Mike. Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Up, go. And 58 is a Mike. Ready?
Off play action. Fitzgerald. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? You can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down. The Cardinals into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and goal just inside the 5. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position. Now facing 3rd down. Dancing to his left. And the pressure gets to him again.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal. Now brings up a decision on 4th down.
The kick by Gold is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
At the 39-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. From the 39, Fitzgerald, complete to Jones. Touchdown, Falcons! Julio Jones with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Falcons push further out in front. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
47's the mic, boy, 47. Check, 47. You better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now.
Throwing on first down is Murray. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Takk McKinley made his way into the backfield.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Another try after the first down sack. Murray, open man is Kirk, complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Murray now on first down. And he finds the tight end, Reed. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Again, they'll throw with Murray. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Ready? Ringo. Come on, D.
Now Murray off play action. They'll roll him out right. And his throw is incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Murray again, 2nd and 10. Got this complete to the rookie out of UMass, Andy Isabella. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 22-yard line.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
On 1st and 10, Murray. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And Gold is able to put it through, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this with intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson. His first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. The Cardinal offense not going anywhere. They'll stay out and go for 2. From the gun, Murray toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They made the decision to go for 2. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
Third quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe first or second, you don't. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to, I don't like to chase a lot of points.
Yeah.
But I also don't know what kicking an extra point being down 1 does for me.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On first down, Fitzgerald. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And some room to work. A gain of 37.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Kill.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. This complete to Jones. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Cardinals' 27-yard line.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Check, nickel, nickel, nickel. Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. The put up. 58's the Mike. Let's go. Come on. Switch, switch, switch. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Go.
On 3rd and 2, Fitzgerald. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here.
58, boys, 58. Let's bring it. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
On 4th down, Fitzgerald. Yeah, that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. Throwing on 1st down. Fitzgerald. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Open man is Higgins. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. On 2nd down now, it's Carson trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. The Cards going nickel, an extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Fitzgerald. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
47 Mike, 47. Here we go. 66. Now, watch the twist.
On 1st and 10, Murray. Underneath for Johnson. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Ready.
from the gun on third down, Murray. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. Javon Hargrave there on the stop.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
You.
Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. Now this time he'll look to throw. And it's complete. Hooper. It's a gain of 16. First down, Falcons.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
On first down, Fitzgerald gets it off to Freeman. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it's a second down. Off the play fake, Fitzgerald. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Falcons push further out in front. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now not any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On second down, here's Murray. And the catch made by Johnson. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll be third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the 4th and final quarter. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They're going for it. It's Murray. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Grady Jarrett. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Check 13. Check 13. 22. Check. Bomber. 22. Check. Bomber. Shift. Watch the shift. Check. Go. Say. Shift. 64. Wait. Check. Fresh.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Begin. It's free. 22.
Off play action. Fitzgerald. Flushed out right.
You ain't going nowhere.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Trying to get that in the hands of Devontae Freeman that time. And it's 3rd down.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Fitzgerald. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively. Brings up 4th down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Desmond Trufant.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Got it. Short. I'm on. 58, boys. 58.
Throwing on 1st down. Fitzgerald. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons turn that interception into a touchdown. Parkey with the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
You mine. That's mine. I got him. 45.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now this throw caught left side. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Murray now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Steps away to his left. And this one complete to Reed. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. On 1st and 10, Murray forced out to his left. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. To throw, it's Murray. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. David Johnson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. The Cardinal offense not going anywhere. They'll stay out and go for 2. They'll try and run for it with Johnson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Here we go. Set. Get over the ending. Silver. 66. 10.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Escaping the pressure right. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 24 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
You can't block me. You can't block me. 36. Slam.
Now a give right side. Carson. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Fitzgerald. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Read it well, and it's picked. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone. I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Murray now to throw. Johnson's got it complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Murray now on first down. Buying time to his left. And that's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Murray. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd. As the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Play fake. Murray. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Murray again, 2nd and 10. Going right side here, and that's complete. A gain of 32 that time.
By number 11. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
Tight end's right. 3 down. Alert, 86. Hey, check Mike.
Now Murray again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Murray, one final try. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Atlanta, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they'll fall to 1-1.